Oh shit. I have to remember that.
Yeah? Now, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Reign of the Lightborn in the streets of the Grand City.
Walk blessed.
Well, look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? This city can be quite a maze if you don't know it. Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life. Well, I do. Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
That's it. And why is it Malphas who carries the Sun Temple on his back? Isn't that a gesture of servitude?
Huh. Right, you got there. Yes? Well, I might, but don't think I'm telling you anything. I know what you bronze-skinned people are like. Always out for more money. Now do me a favor and shove off. Of course. Especially to people of your kind. Now excuse me. I have to go.
So, about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new alchemists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer will tell you about them.
Tastes like cherries.
Hey, wait a minute, you... Never mind. Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? From Kilei. Your skin, it looks, different. Naren, you say? Say, is it true that on Kilei, even the door handles of the... Huh. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will
But that's how it is. Life is what you make of it.
Thanks for your time. Walk blessed.
So moving.
Huh? If you have to ask that, you'd better be on your way, my fair lady. Hymn of the Desert King. Dark as the sun, light as the night.
What?
Now look at that. A new face. How can Gabor Gabov serve you today? A Purian dagger, mayhaps? No? How about an ancient claymore for the steps of Ereziel?
I really need that new herbal essence
Wait.
for my hair.
Say that again. Oh, by the name of the sun! You're Neremaze, aren't you? And even better, you're from Ostian. Oh, by the now deceased seven gods. What brings you here? To Enderal, I mean. Indeed, I am.
Just how they are.
And before you ask, I fled, just as you probably did. Even though the artist inside of me loves the chaos, the family man doesn't. At least not enough that he would risk the life of his family. And well, now here I am.
Just where did
By
I
the face of time, what a dull place this is. The people here, this endless rambling about the path and Malthus. I would have never thought the Order could actually succeed in keeping the truth about the Lightborn's death from the people so long. But in a place like this, that problem pretty much solves itself, it seems. The people here are so obstinate. I was surprised to find out they do not still pray to a Satyron. The forbidden book? Don't hold it against me, but I'd rather keep quiet about that. Maybe ask that librarian, Marius. He always struck me as the free-spoken type. Oh, my fair lady, if I were to tell you this, what reason would you have for my services? Secret of the trade. Of course. Take care. Fair lady. Oh yes, that I am. Painter of the black powder, the fiery moments, one could say. In Nerem I could make a living from that. But in this country, my art is not exactly acknowledged. Certainly. Just take your time. Take care.
Is it important?
Who are you?
I understand your turmoil, Madame. But still, right now, the Order cannot.
Waste a keeper to search for a pathless heretic? That's it, isn't it?
This is not what I said.
But what you thought. You know what? You should be ashamed, all of you. When I was young, being a keeper meant something. But I suppose those times are over.
Anything else I can help you with, Madame?
Huh? Hmm? What is it? Oh, whether there's something troubling me? Let me think. Yes. For example, that the Holy Order, since that Aranthiel is holding the reins again, cares more about digging up Pyrean ruins than taking care of the people of this country. Ugh. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. It's just... never mind. Is there something you need? I need to get back to the shop. Huh? No. I appreciate your offer, but it would be too dangerous. This would have been a mission for a keeper, but they are too busy polishing their armors. Oh my. Well, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? I am missing someone, and I'm not speaking figuratively. My son, my only son. It's complicated. Have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of Kor? I see, then you haven't been in this city for long. The Brotherhood of Kor were pathless ones, heretics as the Order would call them. They demented the divinity of the Lightborn, and instead prayed to some barbaric deity called Kor. Initially, they were ridiculed, but thanks to their leader and his talent to poison lost souls with his ideology, more and more art people, especially sublimes, converted to his cult. And, well, among them was also my son, Rukas. I don't know where I failed as a mother, I really don't. 4 times a week I took him to the chapel to pray when he was a boy, and I always kept him away from dangerous influences. girls, boys, you know what I mean. But apparently that wasn't enough. He was one of the first to convert and take those ridiculous vows, even though he wasn't even 20 winters old back then. I suppose there's only so much you can do as a parent. A vow of silence, and please do not ask me what for. It has something to do with the followers of Kor believing language somehow poisons the mind. Some pathless rubbish. Yes, because the Order, Malthus be praised, banished them from the city. The Kor didn't bother too much, but apparently one of their seers has had some kind of vision only shortly before that happened. She saw an island in the Red Sea near Duneville. So, this is where they went. They built a small settlement there about 5 winters ago, and Rukas went with them. No, nothing. But even so, I wanted to know he was all right, so I paid a myriad warden to, once each moon, fly over the island to see if everything is in order, so to speak. And, well, this is essentially what's troubling me. For 3 weeks, the island has been deserted. No sign of life anywhere. Thank you. That means a lot to me. If you could find Rukas, I would be happy to reward your efforts. You see, I just want to know if he's all right. Pathlessness aside, he is still my son. Anyway, best you talk to the myriad warden in the South Quarter. He can take you somewhere close to the island. I will be in my shop. Yes? Have you been to the island? What? Oh, yes, certainly. Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes, yes, of course.
Help you with. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Glad to help you. Good. I'm sorry.
Yes? Have you been to the island? Yes, yes, of course. Yes? Have you been to the island?
Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.
1,000 raindrops, red and small. Lo, from the velvet sky they fall.
So many strange faces. Well,
Okay, almost there.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here. Yes?
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Belveric, and I work for the Naramese mages.
Oh, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marija de Luna from Ostia, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for her. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, my Dame de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
Walk blessed. Ahoy.
Well, that went better than expected.
Magister Carlos has been looking
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters.
I don't know.
Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Marathzul Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tealor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Marathzul's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me.
But don't worry so much. I'm certain the Grandmaster knows what he's doing.
Now go, before the Magister comes to get you himself.
Yes, of course. What blessed sister.
You're always so cold.
Ahoy!
What?
What? Of course. Her sister. I completely forgot. Oh, Euro, you damned old fool. I guess I should be lenient with her. Here, I think I owe you this for your time. Now, excuse me. We have a lot to do here.
All right, here we are.
No, 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 no! That's not how you do it!
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We have
Like
to.
heck we do. Give me that thing, now!
Ouch!
Blasted, blistering blazes! That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you, we
Nicer
should
fire
be
spark.
careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Just spar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your flings up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular lady over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This woman's magic is different, Miser. Just feel her aura, and you'll see it. Plus, she's from Narim, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours. All right then. This will tickle a little.
Pathlessness, wherever you look.
Well, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic. How you met that Scrounger. I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off. By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities. in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprise me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain Inal, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures. Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill, whether of physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise. Ah, well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Telor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meiser? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true? Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room? Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months. Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible. There is indeed, and this reason is called ignorance. The Order's rituals haven't changed since the Lightborn slipped out of their cradles, and the Keepers do their best to keep anything progressive out of their country. But please, if you're up for a year of austerity and stern-faced magisters scolding you, go for it. I really don't care. She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow. Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my fair lady. I'll see you around. From the aged man.
Oh, you're here. I thought you were in the city.
Blazes.
No,
Sorry.
the Archmagister ordered me back. It feels good to be here, to be honest. The funeral.
Yes.
Well met.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
Malphas's blessings.
Huh?
Walk blessed.
Yes, it makes sense.
Keep walking. Yes? Huh? An Outlander, aren't you? Let me think. You could ask old Taiwan from Screws, Hats, Odds and Ends Incorporated. He might have something. Or the Golden Sickle, if you're not afraid of hard work. They're always looking for day tellers. News? Where have you been these past moons? The whole city's talking about nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh, boy. How could something like this happen, within the Order?
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Madame?
Wild mages in the temple. Grandmaster Aranthiel is as unusual as his reputation suggests, it seems. I just don't see the fucking point.
An outlander. What are you doing?
be no one who can challenge. Teach you to mess with me. Nothing is beyond skill. Failure is an impossibility. to us all. That's disappointing. That was pathetic. Teach you to mess with me. Will rabble.
You're from up there, aren't you? Can hardly remember what it looks like.
In a bed, so...
You just wait and see.
Cock at me.
Sissy.
Why are you stopping?
Just leave. Please.
You're not one of the Relata's mercenaries, are you? Word
A
has it
real
they're hiring
pretty
again.
thing you are.
Give him a wide berth
We
if
should
I were
spend
you.
some time together. Take your time. Walk blessed.
What? Hmm? Well, yeah, that's what I'd call myself. Even though I'd wager those fine misers and dames of the sickle would disagree. Let me put it this way. If you're looking for equipment, I'm sure I'll have a thing or two which might pique your interest. And I'm not averse to a good find of yours. Borrowed items? I'm not sure what you mean. Safe travels. As you like. Safe travels. What? As you like. safe travels.
Blazes, damn it,
Is
this
it
is
important?
ridiculous.
It's called life, Nathalia. 30 per sheave, and not 1 penny less.
Oh, let the flesh maggots have you.
May your path always be even, my
I
dame.
need that new herbal essence for my hair. Is it important?
What?
A foreigner, huh? What a surprise.
Oh, look at that! A sunchild graces me with its presence. What can I do for you? From everywhere and nowhere. Whoever sets foot in my store was never here, and whoever buys from me has never existed. Do you hear me, sunchild? Oh, all things lost and found again. Depends on what you're looking for.
Madame?
Now there's a treat for the eye. What? What do you say, darling? Want to spend
I
some
don't
time
see how
together?
that concerns you. Don't you have some theatre play to attend to, Sunchild? Help me? Well, I doubt that. That is unless you have a pouch with 300 pennies to give away. Oh, and maybe 2 sheaves of God's tongue to go with it. I don't know. I'm sorry. You seem like an upright kind of fellow, but I can tell you're from the surface. And I'm just having a hard time believing a Sunchild actually cares about my problems. You're really nosy, you know that. But fine, what bad can it do? That son of a Virtue over there, Cabal Thorwall, he's the only merchant in the Undercity who still has Vinroot in his stocks. But since he knows that, he sells it for a price that would have upper city snobs running away screaming. Well, and if the apothecary in the pest house doesn't get new roots soon, the infected they treat there will start dying like flies within a day. Sure, by day, and by night I work as the Grandmaster's personal Chilean dancer. Jokes aside, nah, I'm just an errand girl. But down here, having paid work is already something to feel blessed for. They good, and they do, aye. But that's by far not enough. Especially since the cloister of the League up north has been snowed in for moons now. And as noble as their intentions are, they only have so much coin without their League backing them up. You're no alchemist, are you? Aye, red vine root is the only thing that can help get those flesh maggots out of an infected body. I repeat, can. Even with a proper treatment, most people don't make it through. Of course he does. But he sees an opportunity to get rich quick, and so he uses it. He's always been like that. Maybe you could, aye? I guess it'll be worth a shot. We need at least 10 sheaves so that the apothecary can make use of them. And I don't want to seem ungrateful, but don't expect to get anything in return for your help. Huh? Well, fine then. Good luck.
Hello.
Oh, by the name of the sun. Won't this ever stop? Tell Nathalia, the apothecary, or whoever sent you that the price stays. It does actually, yes. But it does not change the fact that I need to live somehow too. And that 300 per sheaf is already a fair price. Go on, ask those upper city merchants. You're lucky if they sell it below 500. Listen, I know exactly what you think. This ruthless bastard, how greedy, how evil, and so on and so forth. But that's not how it is, believe me. So, back to business. Are you looking for supplies? If not, just shove off. Yeah, now that's a surprise. I expected a speech. Here you go. Pleasure doing business with you.
Huh? Blazes? You're serious? Where? On second thought, bet I don't ask. Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
Oh, well met. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Are you ill? Forgive me, but I don't have time for chit-chat. Can't you tell? We're seeing to the ill and the weak. The ones nobody else cares about. Most of them caught the flesh maggots. Though it's a bit hard to heal without coin to afford herbs or potions. Well, I digress. Sorry. Donations, mostly. Some of them come from relatives, some from nobles who want to ease their conscience a little. Though, our biggest patron is the Golden Sickle. Yes, say what you want about old Daloran, but he's a path-abiding man. Without him, this place would have gone to the rats long ago. My thoughts? What do you want me to say? They're pathless criminals. That much is for sure. Anyone unable to pay their shadow tax ends up either down here with some broken limbs or, worst case scenario, right in the corpse pit. They don't charge us apothecari much, but I doubt they're doing that out of the goodness of their hearts. The ill cannot work, and who cannot work is unable to pay the shadow tax. So, they have an interest in keeping our place running. Walk blessed. When was the last time I slept?
What?
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the petrified live.
Is it important?
Bloody wench thinks she's Vata incarnate.
I think I've seen you before, haven't I? You work for the Order. Do you know who those wild mages up in the temple are? I mean, sure, if the Grand Master trusts them, who am I to doubt his decision? But still, I don't know.
You're from the surface, aren't you? They say that Taylor Aranth. Let's hope he knows who rules this place as well as the Truchessa did.
Nice sword.
Now,
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Fucking sissy. He was a good man.
My dad. Well, well. The venerable sunshine graces us with its presence. Come to
Ahoy.
gawk at the people worse off than you.
Isn't this nice? A sun child graces us with its presence. Conduct yourself, will you? This isn't.
All right, Sunchild. Stop right there. Hand over your money, and we might let you live. Play the hero and, well, you fill in the blanks. But...
Logan, don't. This is a bad idea.
But the shadow tax...
We'll find another way. Come on.
Now you're quite the sight. How about a little bit of fun?
Tips. Just be wary if you're out. Oh, blazes. Where's this supposed to lead?
My Dane. My Dane.
A penny, madame. Please, just one penny.
You're right. Was if you actually mean that.
An obulus? Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.
A Sunchilder! I bet you
Why
came to
we're
watch
here.
those fools cut their guts
The
open
shadow
in the
tax
dust.
is due.
Well, that's the only reason you
My
snobs
sir,
ever come
I'm
down
sorry.
here.
But the past moods haven't... was... and...
Protection.
Yes, yes.
Hey there. You look as if you could use some comfort.
My dam.
My dam?
You look as though you have a kind heart. Please, spare a penny for me. Just one.
Evening. A foreigner, huh? Prize.
So, help us, hmm?
Don't ask.
That bad?
Flat, smelled like booze and broke down crying while we were at it. Probably had a companion up in the city or something. A Dalveric. The mercenary. Now that's what I call a man. Polite, clean, witty. Ah, well, you can't have it all.
At least you didn't have to deal with that poet yet.
Poet? I couldn't imagine worse.
You're not from here, are you? Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the picture... I live.
A sunchild, huh? Word of advice: don't go sauntering about dark alleys around here, and watch your pockets.
You're from the surface, aren't you? They say that Taylor Aranthil came back. Let's hope he knows who rules this place as well as Chesedid.
Foreigners.
What? What do you want? To cock at me? Just...
The light fades away at the end of the day. The sun slowly sinks.
Well, that's just how it is.
Always
Potatoes,
who
garlic
needs the
bread.
payoff.
Yeah, what? That should be it.
Oh, does he now? Good old Milburn and his silver tongue. Now he's found himself a lackey to do his dirty work for him. Let's make this short. I'll keep the key. No idea what he told you, but it wasn't the truth.
Bloody flesh maggots.
Because if it were, you sure as fuck wouldn't be here. Milbert. I'm sure he told you about the raid on our village, didn't he? Well, there's one thing he didn't tell you. After those fuckers killed our parents and tried to break into our house, he left me behind. Took all the valuables he could carry, and just ran away. If I hadn't managed to flee, he wouldn't have shed a fucking tear for me. But since fate was so kind to me, things turned out differently. I made it out alive and walked all the way to Ark, where I thought he was. So, you'd think he was glad to see me when I found him in these tunnels, wouldn't you? Well, you're wrong. He let me sleep in the room he paid for from our parents' money, but made me feel as if it was a privilege. And guess what? That hasn't changed until today. Yes, he pays for my room in the barracks, but that's about it. Yes, but...
Yeah, that should be it.
As much as I hate to say it, you might have a point there. But it's just... Oh, fuck it. Alright then. I hid the key in one of the barrels close to the entrance to the pit. But it's not like there's much money left anyway. Just... do whatever is necessary. I don't care.
Potatoes, garlic, radish. Yeah, that should be it.
What are you doing here? Go ogle someone else.
Uh-huh. Malfast's blessings.
Hello? Leaving? Okay.
Evening.
What are you looking at?
Unfabulous, my dame, please. The Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Aye? You 3 days.
Forward.
Well, well. The venerable Sunchild graces us with its presence.
Madame?
He'll come around.
What?
He has to.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Yeah. Yes, yes. What is it, son? Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Well,
Isn't this nice? A sun child graces us with its presence.
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
stone. Behold my power!
That's just bullshit. I told him to fall for it.
Don't sound like much fun, though.
Come on!
You're not one of the... It says mercenaries, are you? Word has it they're hiring again. I'd give them a wide berth if... A Sunchild, I bet you watch those fools cut their guts open in the dust pit. Well, that's the only reason you snobs ever come down here.
Madame?
Madame, you look as though you have a kind heart. Please, spare a penny for me. Just one.
Go! Go away! You're scaring him!
Yes. Would you like some trout, salmon, halibut, or whatever you need? May the Lightborn guide your steps.
Do you hear? Do you hear him talking to us through the depths? It's him.
Why are you stopping?
Move along.
I'm sorry.
Behave yourself, Sunchild.
Well, must be exhausting to watch us working our asses off, Sunchild.
So...
Hard work pays off. Yeah, right.
Relata Shira. Sleeper.
Yes? Bran Marash's home for lost kittens. Honestly, if you need to ask, then you sure as fuck don't belong here. Go back to your bathing houses and galleries, Sunchild. Ooh, how eloquent. You're from the surface, aren't you? No, don't say anything, I can tell. No cave dweller gets that much sun on his pretty face. So, you want to fight, huh? You do have muscle, I'll give you that. And good posture. You're the tavern brawler type, aren't you? Well, sure, why not? You do know that we're not doing tumbles down here, right? If you fight well, you can make a lot of money fighting here. But if you don't, well, you can imagine. Usually, yeah. Sometimes the loser pleads for mercy, but the crowd doesn't like it. Well, for what it's worth, I don't particularly enjoy seeing some baby-faced boy have his head taken from his shoulders either. But these are the rules. And if the stakes weren't as high, everybody would join the party in hopes for treasure. And frankly, for some people, the pit offers a chance at something they wouldn't find elsewhere. The chance for a better life. But I don't think you, as a Sunchild, would understand. Oh sure, sometimes they even come down here and read us quotes from the verses. Jokes aside, I couldn't care less about what the Order does or doesn't know. Down here, the rules are different. Huh, alright. First of all, you'll need to sign this, though. If you can read and write, sign with your name. If not, with a cross. Thank you. Then we can start right away. And, one more thing. I always found this a bit silly, but the crowd always wants a name they can shout to the ring when you're bashing someone's head in. You know, the fighter, the butcher, stuff like that. So, what do you want? Great. Really? Fair enough. If you want, you can dive right into the ring. There'll be a pack fight in a couple of hours. Yeah. Also called Last Man Standing wins. 3 to 6 fighters in the ring. Dog eat dog. Well, that depends on the bets. So I can't tell you yet. But if you win, it'll be well worth it. Eager, aren't you? Good. Just go down to the training dummies. I'll call you when we begin.
today because you want to see a fight? Today, there are 4 rookies in the ring, and they all share the same dream, to become the champion of the arena. Ah, can you see them shiver, the sweat glistening on their foreheads? They are afraid, and rightfully so, because they know only one of them will leave the pit on both legs. Mesdames and messieurs, I proudly present Kata Tanner's daughter, called the Storm. Simael Roth, called the Vagabond. And Tamas Shagar, also known as the Derwish. And last but not least, the unknown warrior who is only known by her moniker, the Death Viper. Now, enough of the words. Fight! And we have a winner! Applause, mesdames and messieurs! She earned
You know the rules, Rasha. If we don't get the money until tomorrow, there will be consequences. So handle it.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Good go. A lot to share. Well fought.
Obulus, my dame, please. The Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Come to bed. Talk to Rasha.
A real pretty thing you are. We should spend some time together.
Uh-huh.
Keep walking.